Hmm? Oh, hey, sweetie. What are you doing around here? Oh, you couldn't sleep? Ah, I see. Do you want some more milk? It always helps me when I'm having trouble getting some shut-eye. Alright, come here. Up you go. Stay right there, alright? I'll get you some milk. You need to brush your teeth after this, alright? Hey, don't give me that look. Brushing your teeth is important. If you don't brush your teeth, you'll get cavities. And they'll hurt really bad. And then you'll have to go to the dentist. Aw, sweetie. The dentist isn't trying to hurt you. In fact, the dentist and the tooth fairy worked really hard together to make sure your teeth are nice and healthy. If your teeth aren't healthy, then you won't be able to eat your favorite foods. Alright, here you go. Drink up. I know the dentist is scary, so you should brush your teeth so you don't have to go visit often. And besides, even if you do go to the dentist, I'll hold your hand, so that way you don't have to be scared. Okay? All done? Oh, you have a little milk mustache right there. It's right here. Come on, off to the bathroom with you. Up you go. Brush your teeth and then I'll tuck you in. What was that? Your toothbrush was in your mouth. You want me to read you a bedtime story? Oh, but I'm not sure what to read you. Like anything I read you? Let me think. Why don't we get you to bed first, Come on, into bed. There we go. Nice and cozy. No, I didn't forget about the bedtime story. What would you like for me to read? You liked Peter Rabbit, right? Should we read that again? You want me to make my own? Sweetie, I'm not too sure I can do that. You know I can because I'm the best? Alright. Let me think for a moment. Once upon a time, there was a magic forest that was protected by powerful spells, so that way no one could hurt the magical animals within it. Within the forest, there were two guardians. One of them was this big golden panther. Whenever she stepped, the grass would grow and the flowers would bloom, bringing life to the magical forest. And then she would turn invisible. The other was a beautiful silver bird. With a single flap of his wings, he could make it windy or rainy, and always made sure the animals had fresh, clean water to drink. The two of them have worked together for many, many years. That's older than you and all your classmates combined. Yes, they were the ones who used the spells to protect the forest. They didn't want to do anything to harm the magical creatures inside. They protected all sorts of magical creatures. Fairies, unicorns, mermaids, and even ghosts. But the ghosts are all friendly ghosts. They come at night to play with the fireflies. But back to the panther and the bird. The golden panther could climb trees and traverse the floors with ease, and she was happy with this. But the silver bird, oh, the silver bird could fly high into the skies and see beyond the forest, just over the horizon, wanting to explore it. The silver bird wanted to see the world. He didn't want to stay and remain in the forest for his entire life. He wanted to soar far and wide and see everything there is to see. So, one day, the silver bird went up to the golden panther. "Golden panther, I want to fly beyond the forest," the silver bird said. "I want to soar far and wide and bring cleaning rain to all living beings beyond it." The golden panther, ever the diligent friend, listened to the silver bird and nodded. "Very well, silver bird. Fly high and free. I shall watch over the forest while you're away. But promise me that you will return in 1 year. I would miss you if you left forever." And so, with the blessings of the golden panther and all the magical creatures in the forest, the silver bird flew away high in the sky over the horizon. Oh, the silver bird saw so many beautiful things. Whenever the bird flew, he brought with him the wind and the rain. The bird saw human villages, more magical creatures, and even met some dragons. Everyone who saw the bird loved him. They would say the bird was beautiful, and they all danced in the rain the bird brought with him. Then, one day, the bird flew over to a beautiful kingdom. Yes, the palace was decorated with thousands of jewels, and the very city streets seemed to glitter and glisten with brilliance. But even all these shiny things weren't as shiny as beautiful as the silver bird was. Now, in this castle, there lived a king. He had dedicated his life to finding beautiful things and bringing them back to his kingdom. He wanted his kingdom to be the most beautiful kingdom in the world. So, when the silver bird landed on his palace and called forth the wind and the rain, the king was dazzled by his appearance. The king invited the silver bird in, offering the bird some of the finest fruits he had. And the silver bird, ever kind and trusting, took his offer. Yes, the king wanted the bird for himself. The bird ate the fruit and he quickly fell asleep. When he awoke, he was caged, without enough room to even flap his wings. Because the silver bird could not flap his wings, he could not call forth the wind and the rain, and the king refused to let him move into a bigger cage, for the fear the silver bird would escape. Without wind or rain, the whole world began to suffer. Crops wilted and the stream dried. The people cried out and prayed for the silver bird, but the greedy king would not release him. And just like that, the silver bird travels came to an end. Ah, yes, the golden panther. I'm getting to that. To pass the time, trapped in a tiny cage, the silver bird would sing about the magical forest and his dear friend, the golden panther, who he missed dearly. The greedy king heard the silver bird's songs and decided he must go and have all the magical creatures in that magical forest, along with the golden panther. So the king with his army traveled far away until he found this magical forest. Without the silver bird by her side, the golden panther wasn't strong enough to keep the army from breaking through the forest's protection spell. So she could only tell creatures to run, and she would lead the king's army away. The golden panther ran, leading the army away from the fleeing creatures. Without the rain, the panther could not grow more beautiful flowers and soft grass that she once could. Nor did she want to turn invisible and risk the greedy king going after the other magical creatures. But she could do something else. No, She couldn't grow a cactus, but the golden panther could make mountains. That's right. The golden panther created a mountain and valleys, slowing the king and his army down as she ran. She made deserts of rocky fields and ran all the way back to the greedy king's kingdom. The greedy king, blinded by the brilliance of the golden panther, refused to listen to his army, focused entirely on his pursuit on the golden panther. So even as the golden panther made a huge crack and tore the beautiful kingdom in two, the king would not stop his chase. The golden panther ran into the king's palace, where the silver bird was waiting. With a single swipe of her powerful claws, the cage broke open, and the silver bird gave his wings a mighty flap. All at once, a huge gust of wind formed. The thunder split the sky in two. Rain flooded the broken streets of the kingdom and washed away all the finery of the king used to have. But the greedy king was so blinded by his greed, still tried to capture the golden panther and the silver bird. None of the finest jewels in the world could compare to you two. Nothing else in the world would matter if you two didn't belong to me, the king cried out, pushing against the wind and the rain, dodging the rocks as they fell around him. The golden panther roared, and the silver bird screeched. In a single flash of lightning, the ground split and opened beneath the king's feet. As the king fell, the split filled up with water, and a newly formed river whisked the king away, far, far away, never to be seen again. Well, the golden panther and the silver bird decided they should travel together from now on. After all the magical creatures they were protecting scattered around the world when the greedy king and his army came. So there wasn't really a place they could call home. Except for each other. Now the silver bird flies high above the clouds, his feathers turning the white clouds gray and bringing the wind and the rain. The golden panther walks on the earth, turning invisible to hide her brilliant golden fur, growing beautiful flowers and soft grass wherever the silver bird's rain fell. They say if you're pure of heart, the two of them will reveal themselves to you, if only for a moment. And they say they roam the world to this very day. That's why flowers and plants always grow when there's rainfalls. Good night, sweetie. Sweet dreams. I love you too.